got the Twitch app on your phone, and then YouTube as well. So all three of those carry video and audio, and then, of course, just audio here on the radio station. But thanks for being with us this morning. I want to talk to the boys and catch up with them, but usually the first thing we do is start off with a little weather forecast. And today you're looking for a high in Chewelah of 78 degrees, a mix of cloud and sun. So you guys were complaining about the rain the past few days and all the gray skies, a little bit of sun yesterday. Did it happen? Because I did forecast it. Alan, did it happen?
It's gray today.
Well, it's supposed to peak out.
And a little bit wet. I didn't get to ride the Harley today.
Oh, no.
No, that's a bummer.
All right. Well, it's a good thing because it's going to drop down to 56 tonight. And by the time you get off work, you might have a whole bunch of rain. 80% chance of rain tonight. Wow. Tomorrow, thunderstorms there in Chewelah, 66 and 54. Saturday and Sunday, rain both days at 50% on Saturday, 80% on Sunday, 61 and 62 for the high and low. And then just to be goofy, the weather forecast for me and Jet.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day out there.
It is. It's nice and sunny this morning. I took Mooch for a walk. 75 for a high today with sunny to part with cloudy skies here in Maine. And then tonight we are down to 47. But we are also looking for a chilly weekend with temperatures in the mid-60s and rain. So there you have it. And yesterday was pretty matched too, so that's kind of odd. So, Mr. Maloney, I wanna catch up with you. It's been like a month and a half.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to. It was only supposed to be 3 weeks, but I'm sure you were, because you'd sent some messages and checked on me. But something bad always happens when I stop in North Dakota. This time, COVID.
Yeah, but you know what? You survived it, and that's a good thing. I'm glad you did.
Oh, I did really good there in Chewelah. I avoided it for over 2 years, and I was really excited about that. And I don't know if you caught the broadcast on Tuesday when I kind of talked about it, but I think you might be interested in this, is that I felt like I'd been vaccinated and boosted, and I felt like I was getting really sick. That nothing, there was it was a normal chest cold progression, which is a chest cold's always scary for me. But did go to the emergency room there because really concerned about Mom, and they said, yeah, the antibodies are faster acting than the pills. We're gonna give her antibodies, and then she turned over her shoulder and she said, and you're an at-risk person too, so we're gonna give you antibodies too. And I don't know if you got to see that picture on Facebook of me and Mom both in the ER with IVs.
I did.
It was something different we'd never shared before.
It was a bonding moment.
It
Consider
was
it a bonding moment.
It was.
Yeah. Nothing brings a nation together like COVID.
I think my vaccinations, though, because I was at about 8 or 9 months since having the booster, I don't think they were working. But I will say the antibodies were impressive. They said they'd take over in about 24 to 48 hours, and they did. So if you catch it and you haven't been boosted or maybe you've never been vaccinated, don't pass on the antibodies. I'm pretty sure that saved my life. So.
Or at least close. I'm glad they worked for you.
Yeah. So, but I'm really, not to put down, I don't want to go one way or the other, but I'll really scratch my head before I take another vaccination.
You're gonna get this broadcast flagged. Well, it's crazy to think about how if that would have happened 2 years ago, how scared we all would have been, and how worried we would have been about you dying, just because we didn't know. I was thinking about that the other day when you caught COVID, and we're just kind of, Scott's got COVID, he's vaccinated, he's boosted, it's fine. But 2 years ago in 2020 when this started, I just imagine how freaked out we would have been, how freaked out we were, and just how different it is now, even 2 years later.
Well, I was a germaphobe before this because chest colds take me all the way down.
Yeah.
I get a chest cold, I'm bedridden for 2 weeks. So
you had one of those hooks, those door opening hooks before they were cool. I remember that.
I stopped getting colds. Probably it's been almost like a decade now because I started not grabbing door handles and washing the shopping cart.
Yeah.
And once I left the corporate world and wasn't around a bunch of other people, going to work every day in a building with 200 people.
Yeah.
It made the world of difference. When I worked at KXOY, I was sick every, I'd say 45 to 60 days. I'd catch something because you're in that environment with so many people.
Yeah. It's the same thing working retail. I'd get sick all the time whenever I worked in a grocery store or any sort of retail job. You pick up every cold that comes through the area. Every season you get it. And to varying degrees, but, you always get it. So.
And Alan, I say one of the things I've missed most is our lunchtime camaraderie.
Yeah, dude.
I know. It's like you're just not around the corner anymore.
I don't know where to meet you now.
Well, since I initiated this broadcast from the studio here in Maine, you're actually in Maine today. So welcome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome to Maine.
Nice.
Welcome to
So
Maine.
lunch is
Alan
on
Wyatt.
you.
So how's the carpet store?
It's grand.
All right.
Grand.
All right.
Doing well.
And the family?
Family is all nice and healthy and happy. And
All right. Brandon
Yep,
had any
everybody's-
more kids?
no, not yet. You haven't been gone that long.
Oh.
Well, it seems every time you turn around, he's got another kid. So,
Right?
all right, just teasing.
I don't know. I should probably ask him.
And how's your lovely wife?
She is fantastic.
All right. And I see you got to go camping over Memorial Day weekend. Was it crowded out there?
Surprisingly enough, it was not. There was a few empty campsites where we were at. We went up towards Ione. And there was, I don't know if it's because that campground isn't really well known, or people just aren't doing it because of the price of gas.
So you probably don't want to say the name of the campground then.
I can't remember it, honestly. But it's just south
nobody know where it
south
is.
of Ione, like 2 miles south of Ione.
All right. Anything else, like any kind of news that I need to know?
Not really. Everything's pretty calm here in Chewelah.
All right. So I haven't missed much.
The price of gas is about $1 million a gallon. Yeah.
So I don't know if you caught yesterday's show, but they'd asked me, some of the listeners had asked me to tally how much it cost me in gas, and I kind of just guessed, $1,500 to $2,000. And then I did the math at 5 to 6 miles of the gallon in a 1988, zombie truck. And it worked out to $2,700.
Wow.
And but between selling my car and the gifts I got from very generous people in Chewelah and the businesses, I like to give them another plug, God-Fearing Brothers. These were donations to Scott, not the radio station. I was totally, I started crying when I opened the card. I couldn't believe it. You were standing there. I didn't cry at all through the roast, and saying goodbye to everybody. But when I opened that and saw that love from God-Fearing Brothers and Richmond Logging and to Hartel's Mountain Saw and Tractor and everybody at the chamber, plus the people that stopped by just to visit and gave me a going-away card, and they all had cash in them. I couldn't believe it. I made the joke yesterday. Is people were actually paying me to leave.
What does that tell you, Scott?
Wow. But they can't stop me now.
Yes, they can't get rid of it.
I'm back. Like a disease. All right. So, so thanks to all those people, and it covered it, but $2,700 in gas. Now, the first trip to North Dakota before I got COVID, I stayed in some pet-friendly motels with Mooch and kind of treated her. But after being stuck in North Dakota for nearly a month, all I wanted to do was get to Maine. And I didn't think my place was going to be ready when I got here. It worked out. It was ready way before I got here. Big thank you to Jet, because when I got here, he actually had quite a bit of my furniture put together waiting for me. So,
Yay.
yeah, that was so nice. So a round of applause for Jet.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that was very cool, and then I boogied 2.5 days, 2,100 miles
did.
at 55 miles to the gallon. They said when I said I was leaving, they said, see you Thursday. I was there Monday morning.
Yeah.
So
You laid rubber. You were in here in no time. I was amazed.
I was sick for a day afterwards, though. I went down hard. It was like...
It took you a couple days.
Yeah, not making it... But like, I made no sense. It was like I had shaken baby syndrome and sea legs.
Yeah.
Arrgh, I couldn't walk very well at all.
You got here early in the morning, and the first thing you did was pull out your camping chair and just take like a 3-hour nap out in the sunshine. It's like, is Scott okay? Is he going to dehydrate himself?
I think he's dead.
Had to go mist him every once in a while.
Yes. All right, but all good. I want to turn circle and talk about the gasoline. I was catching one of the things that I can do since I don't start so early is I can check out the morning news. and they were talking about gas prices getting a lot worse. Somebody from J.P. Morgan's, it's J.P. Morgan Stanley now, came out and said that, look, it's going to get a lot worse, folks. And then they were talking about gas prices up around $7 a gallon in California. I think it's already there. I know my buddy that always tunes in the morning show from OMAC was telling me that it was up to $6.33 a gallon there already. And Ron has checked in. He says, "Good morning, Mooch. I see you." So there's Mooch is on the radio this morning. If you're watching on the camera, you can see her behind me. And she loves her yard. He was telling me it was $6.33. Ron, if you're listening and you've got a price update there in OMAC, we would like it because it is the highest in the state. Now, there's no for protection for this kind of stuff. And one of his statements to me, and I don't think I'll get him in trouble because we don't broadcast in OMAC, is that they've got like 12 gas stations and 10 of them are owned by the same person.
That happens a lot.
I mean, wow.
Oof,
I mean, you're locked into that,
Yeah.
and they've got some of the highest prices in the state, and I don't think there's any agencies looking out for gouging, and I don't think you guys stand a chance in Washington of that governor ending the gas tax for a while or halting it temporary to bring the price down.
No,
I don't
not
think
in
that's something
Washington.
Washington State would do.
That's how they pay for all of their road construction is through that gas
Yeah,
tax.
what you mean the mini roundabouts?
Yeah.
The potholes they
Sorry.
create.
I didn't mean to get Scott started on the roundabouts, everybody.
Yeah.
I did that yesterday
Yeah.
too.
It would ruin the boot.
It's a roundabout.
I wonder if they do it on
purpose.
purpose. I've been wondering with the high gas prices if they're just pushing electric vehicles, and not to make it too much of a conspiracy show because we've already talked about the vaccines, but I do wonder if they raise the prices on purpose to make it more enticing to drive an EV.
Well, I kind of feel good because now that I'm driving an economical vehicle, I'm paying basically the same for gas that I did before because I get twice the mileage now. So
Right.
it hasn't really hit home for me yet
Yeah.
because unless I fire up the zombie truck and take it for a ride, then you feel it right away.
Yeah.
I think my biggest fill up, and that was $125. So, and somebody driving like an excursion or what's it take to fill up your truck? Will you share that, Alan?
Do you really want to know?
I want to know.
Yeah.
So last time I filled up, I think it was $5.49 a gallon, and it cost me $198.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even know gas pumps went up that high. Jeez.
I just put. We pulled it. We took the motorhome out. I had a half a tank, so to fill it up the rest of the way, it was $170
All right.
on the motorhome. However, I will tell you this. The Harley has been a great investment because I pulled up and I put Supreme in my tank and it cost me $16.
Oh, I bet you that made you feel good, right?
Yes, it did.
All
I
right.
felt high class putting Supreme in there.
You know, I couldn't handle a street bike like that, but I think I could handle a moped with flames.
There you go.
Let's do it.
And
Let's
then
make
people
it
could
happen.
call me Cow Patty, right?
We'll,
'Cause
we'll
didn't she
get you
come
one
in
of
her-
those little half helmets.
Now, just the leather one. Just a leather one. All right, Ron checks in on Facebook, said it was $5.90. He got gas for $5.99 last night.
Wow.
So a little
That's just
dip.
regular.
Yeah. Wow. Also, let's say good morning to some other people logging in. Scott Polsner logging in on Facebook. Good morning. He said Supreme was $6.31. Let's see. Thank you for joining, Scott. Christopher logging in from Yuma, Arizona. Look at you, Christopher. Thank you very much.
So if I'm not mistaken, Yuma is the iceberg lettuce capital of the world. Is it
that
not?
true? All right.
Gross.
Hey, and Scott and Chris, since you're posted,
Gross.
it's bland. It's just
I
bland.
hate iceberg lettuce.
You guys could post your gas prices too, and I'll try to swing by and check out, and see what we're looking at. Because I heard Arizona was really high, so I'd like to know, Christopher, what it is in Yuma. If you could help us out
This is the
morning.
Scott Schloffman gas update.
That's Alan to you, buddy. All right. Glad to hear your infectious cackle, Alan. I miss that. And somebody making fun of me and laughing and all that kind of stuff.
And the wheeze.
Oh, yeah. Poor Johnny Depp. Only getting $15 million today.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
And then he's got to turn around and write her a check out of that for $2 million. And then I heard his lawyer charged him $12.5 million, so he's actually only getting $500,000.
What are they taking out of that for taxes too?
I don't know. Yeah.
By the time-
Plus he's got to pay tax. Oh, he's in the hole.
I'd still
So
take
at least
it.
the lawyers got paid.
Yeah.
And then
the
they gave her
important part.
$2 million out of her $100 million request, so she's probably feeling pretty bad today.
Oh man.
Could you imagine having enough money to pay your bill?
Right out the gate? Yeah, no, not at all.
And I have a feeling, NBC really covered this. And one day they streamed it for like an hour straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, somebody had to make money on that, right? I mean,
I guarantee
did
it.
they
Yeah.
did Heard and Depp secretly sign something for rights for this? Because we don't see other high-profile divorce cases end up on like a TV show. This was like the worst version
This was weird.
of reality television ever.
It was a weird one.
Hey.
I was so excited, though, when Michelle said on Tuesday that her husband ate candy bars in bed. And I said, almond. I hope it isn't an almond joy, because you might think he left you a grumpy. I mean, it was just, it was right for the taking. I had to do it.
A grumpy.
So bad.
She left
so
a grumpy.
Yeah. You didn't hear that one, Alan?
The grumpy?
Yeah.
The grumpy in the bed?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
pretty much after the trial. That's what Amber Heard said, too, is that her attorneys really left a grumpy in the bed on that one.
10,000 points for Alan this morning. Yay. Wow. All right. Let's see what else. Things not going well in, I wanted to say Uganda, but Ukraine.
Oh,
It's one of those U countries.
yeah. A little different.
We're sending them like $750 billion in weapons and stuff, but they had to promise that they wouldn't take them to the border and shoot them at
Yeah.
Russia. How are you going to enforce that one?
Oh, man.
we
So what's the
promise.
point in having them if they can't use them to defend their border?
Well, anything up to anything coming into the country,
Yeah.
they can defend it, but they can't go up to the border and shoot them into Russia
Yeah, they just don't want them shooting Russia from Ukraine, which is weird. Like you'd think
with our weapons, because then it's kind of like
war is weird.
yeah.
It's a weird
I
thing.
have thoughts on that.
Well, do you not feel comfortable sharing them?
Yeah, I'm not going to accept. Well, my thought was it's kind of like having border wall material and not using it. So
All right.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Well, then I've got a special message for Congress.
My dear guests, I am Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island.
I think that's quite probably a very possible thing. Yeah. All right. Should we leave that alone now before anybody gets in trouble?
Yes. Christopher Shearer says a month and a half ago it was $7.75 a gallon in California.
Ouch.
I would believe it.
Unbelievable. And they're in Yuma, they're closer to $6 a gallon.
And he has a political statement. I don't know if he wants me to share it or not, so I won't. But I kind of agree with that. Could we have taken that $750 billion and drove down the gas prices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Did you get your interprep open this morning, Alan?
Yes, I did, sir.
All right.
I'm
We're
not
gonna.
on that page.
All right, so we're gonna get going with some bits and breaks this morning as we plug away the stuff. How about killer quotes? Jet, do you feel comfortable trying that? Can you read that screen from
Yeah.
up? You have young eyes.
Yeah.
All right. How old are you, Jet?
I'm 27 years young.
You suck.
What?
What?
I know. Not even 30 years old.
It's just
Not
a
even
baby.
wet behind the ears.
Not
No.
even.
I took him
my
and my
goodness.
daughter for ice cream last night. That's
They
how
did.
young they are.
Yeah, he took us to McDonald's, and he got a. What did you get? You
I got a
just
plain sundae.
Yeah, you ordered an ice cream in a cup, and the guy's like, "A sundae?"
A plain sundae. Yeah,
And-
one of those.
Yeah. And then Lindsay and I both got McFlurries, and I think they were expecting it to be a father with his two little kids in the back, but
It was you guys.
rolls up Scott with these two adult children in the back, like, no, make sure mine has M&Ms. 27 years old, but you better get those M&Ms on there.
And she thought it was cute because she had a grin on her face
Yeah,
the whole
she
time she
did.
was checking us out.
She did. All right, well, you want me to read some killer quotes?
Killer quotes.
Okay, well, Mr. Stuart Brand once said, this present moment used to be the unimaginable future. That's good. That's good.
Oh, it's so true. So true.
Nothing makes a man more confident than ignorance. Thank you, Orson Welles.
Smart man.
And that's why I've gotten so far.
And then Mr. Walt Whitman said, be curious, not judgmental. Ooh, that's a deep one.
Yeah. We could
That's a
go for
deep one.
miles with that. All right. It's so complex, we have to give it to Alan Milani. Donut or donut?
Oh, nut.
Donut. Oh, by the way, there's a lack of Starbucks here, but there is a Dunkin' Donuts
Yep.
on every corner.
There is.
Nice.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
America
You
runs
guys
on
are-
it.
You guys are close enough to Canada to have Tim Hortons, too, aren't you?
So there was a Tim Hortons in town. It closed down before we moved here, and now it's a Remax real estate company.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So the town I live in, about the size of Colville, but they were hit hard. Lincoln was hit hard by the pandemic.
Yeah.
Lots of businesses went down, lots of empty buildings.
It did, yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
It's sure picking up now,
Yeah.
though.
Looks like there's only like 2 places in town to drink, too.
Yeah. No bars. There's not a single just like regular dive bar.
No dive bars here.
No.
No dive bars. That's
No.
not the place for me.
All right. Oh, donut us up then, buddy.
All right. Tomorrow, June 3rd, is National Donut Day, and a number of donut places are offering them for free. They each have restrictions, so don't expect to walk in and load up for free. By the way, it's time this divided nation comes together and agrees on something, and I think that thing should be the spelling of the word donut, or as I prefer, D-O-N-U-T. Yes, I know the original and proper spelling was or is D-O-U-G-H-N-U-T. But if there's one thing we need more of, it's simplicity. We don't say facial tissue when we need a Kleenex. We've stolen the brand name away from the Kleenex company, and now we call all facial tissue Kleenex. Fast food chains don't put drive-through on the sign and spell it T-H-R-O-U-G-H. It's drive-through spelled T-H-R-U. So, my fellow Americans, can we please come to an agreement on this one thing? Donuts are a simple, uniting food that need the simplest spelling possible, and that spelling is D-O-N-U-T.
All right. Wow. Alan.
I agree. I'm with you.
All right.
100%.
Trim it up.
Yeah.
I like it.
Trim it up.
Trim it up. All right. I got one short one and one long one here. Tweet of the week. My boyfriend used Dawn dish soap as a body wash, and he said, if it's good enough to clean ducks, it's good enough to clean me.
Nice.
What is that? Well, you're soaking in it.
Wasn't that palm olive?
Yeah, it was. All right. Let me get to my other one here. All right. Weird compliments people have received. First one for Jet. You look like you read books for fun.
I do. I do read books for fun.
My dentist told me your oral cavity is wonderful to work with. So spacious. Another way of saying you have a really big mouth, Scott. Alan has never heard. You ate that apple very neatly.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
When Alan eats an apple, it's kind of like that guy from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah.
That was so amazing. I've never seen anybody eat an apple like that.
Have you ever seen anybody that eats the whole apple, even the core? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I think it's bad for you. Isn't there arsenic in the seeds?
I think it's, yeah, I think so. I don't know.
And then
There ought to
what my
be.
mom said, apples will grow out your ears.
There ought to be counseling for that.
Here's one that says, a woman I just met said, your hair looks great. It looks like you shower.
Good.
That's when I
That's
said, well,
encouraging.
I'm new to Maine.
I'm new to Maine.
Still bathing. Come from the West Coast. All right. I actually found a place more redneck than Chihuahua, believe it or not.
Get out of here.
Oh, it's true.
It's pretty redneck.
It's a good mix.
They're just
It's
the
a good
loud
mix
ones.
like
The
Chihuahua.
rednecks are the loud ones.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
All right. Your handwriting is very satisfying.
Okay.
All right. And,
That's.
What does that even mean?
I really like the loops. It's good.
I always use the one when they see my signature and they say, "You sign like a doctor," and I said, "I am. Thank you."
I'm not a doctor. I just play
Play
one on the radio.
And then here's one you get from chewing your fingernails too much. Your teeth are so flat.
I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all.
Your teeth are so brown. Oh. All right. Another one for Jet. Jet, I figure since you're the youngest, chivalrous. Can you say that for me?
Chivalrous.
Chivalrous acts that make women melt.
Melt.
All right. And you could try these on your wife.
Okay.
Alan. Basically, I'm going to tune out for this section. I'm out of luck.
Well, you can start using these.
I can start using these.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So a writer at yourtango.com says chivalry is still alive and it's still important. She claims that 10 acts of chivalry will make women melt. Ooh. Holding the door, that's an obvious one. Calling when he says he will call. Mm-hmm. Avoiding games, as in don't beat around the bush if you like her. Meeting her family and friends. Small public gestures of affection, as in grabbing her hand on the street or pecking her on the cheek.
And Alan, that is not patting the buns. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Hold on.
No patting of the buns.
Hey, where'd my picture go?
I don't know.
Oh, Alan disappeared. He started to melt from these chivalrous acts.
Did you accidentally mute your video? That's what it looks like, because we can still hear you.
No.
All right. Maybe a low internet. There you go. He's back.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
Welcome
I
back.
wasn't even anywhere near the little button for that. I don't know how that happened.
No idea.
Scott, did you hijack my computer?
I pretty much hijack all computers.
Okay.
Yeah, I see how it is.
I guess more chivalrous acts. This one's my favorite. Stepping in during awkward situations. Like, what does that even mean?
Well, have you ever been like with maybe a girl and she got uncomfortable in certain situations, or if somebody was making maybe inappropriate jokes or pushing some of the buttons, and you recognize that maybe she's feeling trapped, and you step in and rescue,
I get
change
that,
the subject. That's what I would think.
Okay. I like it. And then he cares about your opinions and shows respect. Yeah. No comment.
I gotta play this now. Hold on.
All that you gotta do is just ask them questions and listen to what they have to say. I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of work.
It is.
It's daunting.
Sorry, ladies.
Lindsay's probably listening right now too.
Oh, you're gonna be in trouble later today.
I try not to get too fresh.
All right. Interesting facts about our favorite summer foods with the barbecue. The man with the biggest barbecue in Kettle Falls, it's Alan Milani.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I just put it out there.
It is pretty big.
It is? Okay, good.
It's a big
good.
barbecue.
Okay, all right.
So are we talking about summer eating?
Yeah, summer eating.
Summer eating.
So here's some interesting facts about our favorite summer foods.
I just said that.
Yes, you did.
It's a delay.
It's
There's
called a
delay.
lead-in.
Yeah. I got distracted.
Okay, sorry.
Corn on the cob. Did you know that corn is the largest crop in the United States?
Huh.
And the most
Find that
boring.
kinda- and the most boring. Watermelons originally came from the Kalahari Desert region in Africa, and the average watermelon is 92% water.
Ooh.
I asked the doctor once, I'm allergic to melons, and I said, why don't watermelons bother me? Cantaloupe and muskmelon do. And he said, because they're 90% water. He says, but I guarantee you, if you eat an entire watermelon, you're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
And I think that's true for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Peaches, the U.S. is the 5th largest producer of peaches and nectarines behind China, Spain, Italy, Greece, and Turkey.
Turkey-flavored peach.
Turkey-flavored peach.
All right.
President, the strawberry is actually a member of the rose family.
No way.
We got a bunch of...
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got a bunch of wild strawberries growing out in the lawn.
Are you protecting them from your mower?
I actually picked some and ate them. I had Lindsay try one. They were very sour. They were not good.
Oh.
Don't recommend
Not quite
those.
ready?
No, they were ready. They're just wild, so they're tiny little sour things. Not good.
Oh.
Kind of like a feral cat.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How do you know what a feral cat tastes like?
We're in Maine, Alan.
Okay.
They got those Maine Coon cats. That'll feed you for a week.
When in Maine, do as the Manians do.
Manians, I like that.
The Manians.
The Maniacs.
President Rutherford B. Hayes' wife, Lucy, was called Lemonade Lucy because she was a staunch advocate of the temperance movement and would not serve strong drinks at the White House.
Oh, boring.
Here's one right up my alley. The word barbecue comes from the Arawak word barbacoa, meaning frame of sticks.
I want some barbecue
Mine's all
now.
metal.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have to replace it every time I use it.
I want some barbecue now. I haven't found a good place up here. Anyone in Spokane, sorry, I'm going to shout this place out because I love them. Toby's Barbecue down in Spokane Valley. Just look up their Facebook page if you want hours. It's just some people own a truck, but they make the best barbecue I have ever had. And they were closed for a long time, but they're open back up this summer. So.
And that is
It's
not
nice
a
to
paid
see.
public radio announcement.
No, just because I love them. I love Toby's.
It's nice to see businesses like that coming back, though. Food trucks have some of the greatest food ever.
They were the best barbecue I've ever had. No lie.
Yeah.
So
I had the best pizza I ever had at like a travel plaza. It was like Boston's own pizza. Oh, man, it was so good.
the pizza over here
Nice.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah.
All right. You got a couple more, don't you?
Ice cream, one of the world's most popular desserts. Ice cream was most likely first created in China around 2000 BC.
Wow. They
Finally,
come up with everything
tomatoes.
good.
They do. Well, you got to give it to them on gunpowder.
Gunpowder and ice cream. Thanks, China.
It's kind of foolish to be selling us your gunpowder. Just saying.
Finally, tomatoes. Up until the mid-19th century, many cultures thought the tomato was poisonous.
Ooh.
People that don't like ketchup believe it, too.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to decide whether I should do how to tell he's an immature man-child.
Oh, no. Did you pick that one for me?
No. What guilty pleasure do you hide from your significant other?
He's really
Guilty
trying to get me in
pleasures.
trouble with this
Good
one because I
guilty
know Lindsay's
pleasures.
watching.
And you know what? She certainly is. She just left a note on Facebook that says, "I am listening."
Yep.
How much trouble is he going to be in when he gets home? Let's see.
I hope you
supposed to
wore
be
your boots
working.
today, Jet, because it's getting deep.
Oh, it's getting deep. Hey, aren't you supposed to be working, Lindsay? Come on.
Yeah. Does your boss know what you're
Yeah.
doing? All right. I lost my place now and all that fun. Here we go. Guilty pleasures to hide from your significant other. This guy says, sometimes I take the long way home and talk to myself in the car about my problems, like self-therapy. I put one earbud in so people think I'm on the phone.
Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, really? To talk to yourself?
Yeah,
Put in-
just, like, not talk to yourself, but,
Big question here, Jet. Do you answer yourself?
no comment. No comment.
Every 3 or so months, the boys and I all get up like we're going to work at our respective jobs, but instead all call in sick and meet for breakfast, then go back to our one buddy's place for the day to hang out. It's literally the only way for us to all get together reliably.
Wow.
It's brilliant.
Wow.
That is brilliant.
Sick
Brilliant. You guys are sneaky.
Yeah, so every time you've got Brenda or one of your family members sitting in the carpet store, are you really in Spokane?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Every time.
every time?
See, there's this little drawback that I have on my phone. It's called location sharing on Google Maps. So any given time of the day, she knows exactly where I'm at.
You were at the Bigfoot for 2 hours.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Actually, I just left my phone there, honey. Oops. Yeah.
Why do you got to say the quiet part out loud?
Sorry. Not sorry. All right. In the 20 minutes it takes me to drive home from the store, I consume an entire can of whipped cream from a can once a week on Fridays.
Nice. Whole thing.
Nice.
When I come home from work late at night, I enjoy the silence. I love my wife and the kids more than anything, but when I get back and they're all in bed, it's blissful.
I love that. Mine's in the morning. Lindsay always wants to talk in the morning, and I'm like, I need some contemplation first.
Yeah, could you not talk right now?
Yeah, shh.
I had a loud girlfriend one time. I actually asked her not to do that.
Aw.
Didn't go over very well. Just saying.
Yeah, I never ask Lindsay to be quiet in the morning. I just...
All right. Now she knows, though.
Yeah, now she knows.
You kind of just said shut the hell up.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. What do you think, Alan?
You guys are really shoveling over there.
Pork rinds. They are addictively good, but mildly embarrassing to eat.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure, and I hope you guys have come up with one of your guilty pleasures. My wife technically knows about this, but it's Totino's pizza rolls. I just prefer to eat them by myself.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, they don't put enough in the bag.
To share. Oh, all right.
Well, Alan, what's your guilty pleasure?
You know, I really don't have one, honestly.
Oh, that's a smart man.
Not anything that anybody doesn't already know about.
So, like, the motorcycle would be one, but she knows about it, so you don't
And
hide
she knows
it.
about it.
Yeah.
Yep, so I don't feel guilty.
All right, so you're saying you hide absolutely nothing?
Nothing.
Open book.
Good for you. Good for
Absolutely nothing.
you. All right.
That's good.
Lindsay says women call it multitasking. Yeah, great. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right, let's see. I think we should roll out some trivia. I think we should do that. You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what
My
you were going to
video
do
keeps
because
stopping itself.
Jet gets to see the screen, so he could potentially get every question correct.
I won't cheat. I won't.
You won't look at the screen.
On my honor.
All right. Do you want me to blindfold him, Alan, or are you comfortable with his promise?
I'm comfortable with it because I don't get any of them right anyway.
Okay. Well, this will be easy for you then, Jet.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Today, Alan takes on an airplane named Jet.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
I should have introduced him as JetBlue,
Oh, you should have.
but he really never flies anywhere.
I get a lot of those.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full.
Ooh.
Good one.
Oh, are you going to go see the new Top Gun movie, speaking of that?
Oh, you bet I am.
All right. You're
The second largest Navy recruiting ad in history.
Yes.
What was the
Yeah.
first? The first one? The original? Is that the first?
The first one, Top Gun. I think it was like enlistment went up like 126% when that
Oh, I
movie
bet.
came out.
I bet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, if you just tuned in, it's the morning show on KCHW. You've got myself, Scott Allen, Mr. Alan Milani in Chihuahua, and my son-in-law to be, maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday, Jet Timmons here with me in our little studio in Maine. Were you surprised I got you some room?
You really know how to pull it out of nowhere, Scott. It's professional.
You hear that?
I'll tell you where he pulled it out of.
I knew you'd like that one, Alan. All right.
I've
Sick
seen him
man.
do it.
Sick man. What movie was it where the guy could just reach in his pants and pull out his underwear?
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Is that Ace Ventura?
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. That's what you do afterwards.
Wow. We really are going lowbrow. This feels good.
Sorry.
Sorry, not
Well,
sorry.
if you could actually do that, I'd be worried.
Oh,
So, all right. There are an estimated 14,000 of these around the U.S. each year. 14,000 of these around the U.S. each year, all happening on the same day. What are they? And it's coming up.
Well, we've already passed St. Patrick's Day.
So it's not green beers.
Oh, it can't be green beers parties.
14,000 of these happen around the U.S. each year, all on the same day pretty much. And it's on the way.
Oh, I peeked. I can't answer.
Oh, you peaked.
I peeked. I can't answer. It's all on you, Alan.
Fireworks shows.
It is a fireworks show. Good job, Alan Milani, using this extremely small brain. No.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
All right. Spy the lie. I'm going to make 3 statements. All right. Can you look away from the computer? He's having a hard time looking away from the computer. All right. I'm going to give you 3 statements. One of them is going to be a lie. Save your answer till the end. Okay. The Atlantic Ocean is saltier than the Pacific Ocean. The average person takes 8.5 minutes to memorize a phone number. Wine is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. Which one is a lie?
Well, there's no way I can memorize a phone number in 8 minutes.
Okay.
Well, it says the average person, Alan.
But, I do excel at mediocrity.
Look at the new guy dishing it out.
Sorry. I think it's the wine one. I think beer was the oldest.
And Jet takes it but you're wrong.
Oh.
So I'm going to take it away from you for giving an incorrect answer after the correct answer.
Fair enough.
All right. Wine is not the oldest alcoholic beverage. It is actually mead.
That makes sense.
Isn't that what they make honey? Isn't it kind of like a honey wine?
It's honey wine, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's good.
Then wouldn't it be true? Because it is kind of a...
I think they mean like grape wine.
Thing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Technically, it's wine.
Yeah.
Technically. All right. We're going to skip that one. Just, when it's too tasteless for Scott, it's really bad. It's too tasteless
now
for
I kind of want to go look.
It's tasteless for everyone. All right. Each day you inhale about 700,000 what?
Bugs.
Not bugs.
Oh.
Worse,
That would be
worse than bugs.
That would be a lot of bugs.
Yeah. 700,000 what?
And it's worse than bugs.
700,000. I have no clue. I'm going to pass on this one.
It comes from you.
Ooh, yuck. I don't know if I can generate 700,000 of what I'm thinking of.
I think you can.
I feel so deflated.
Get ready to get grossed out. Flakes of your own skin.
Ooh.
So that's not counting all the skin you're inhaling from the person standing next to you.
No wonder I'm congested.
That's
like
right. That. And then looking when the sun shines through your window, all that stuff you see floating in the air, it's your skin.
Yeah.
You're breathing it in.
Nice.
All right.
You gotta recycle.
You think it would make you skinny. That's bad, isn't
Boo.
it? Boo. All right, this is easy. All right, these questions, they say, are easy. Of all the U.S. states, Hawaiians consume more Spam per person. Which U.S. residents love Spam the most?
What?
Yes.
You maniacs.
Huh?
You maniacs up there.
Of all the U.S. states, Hawaiians consume more Spam per person. Your question, which residents love Spam the most?
Well, it's got to be Hawaiians.
Yes!
I was trying to shove that in the direction of Maine.
Yeah.
Average person consumes almost 250 extra calories on Saturday. What day of the week do we eat the most food?
Saturdays.
All right.
Yeah,
See, these
gotta
are
be
easy.
Saturday.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I get it.
All right. And you got to scream the next one out, both together. A Twinkie has 39 ingredients, but how many ingredients does it really have?
39.
39.
Maybe there's a delay. All right. We're going to spell breakfast bingo. We'll start off with Alan for the first one. When you grill in the backyard, you what?
Barbecue.
And Jet, it's another word for being sick.
Ill.
Home of the Cornhuskers, Alan.
Nebraska.
And the Grinch's color, Jet.
Green.
All right. When something is very clearly understood, it's this, Alan.
obvious.
Look, it took both of them to spell bingo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because we shared the same Hooked on Phonics book.
Yes.
Like the same one. We had to fight over it and everything.
Yeah.
All right. We missed that one today. Things turning 50
Oh,
in 2022, real quick.
yeah.
Pong,
Oh, okay.
the Honda Civic,
Wow.
the Egg McMuffin,
Wait, just the Honda Civic that you drive, or
yeah, Nerf football,
Okay.
Snapple is turning 50.
Wow.
You think it tastes better by now? Mr. Coffee Drip Coffee Makers
Really?
turning 50.
I would have thought that was older.
Oh, okay, could be. Boggle,
Boggle.
that's like a game, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's like
boggles the mind.
Yes.
Peggy Hill's favorite game.
It cleans ducks, and that guy we talked about earlier, it's 50 years old. It's Dawn dishwashing liquid. There you go.
Nice.
Very cool. 50 years ago. Not that long. Not that long.
All right, back to trivia as we get ready to wind things up here and go to break. According to a recent survey, the New York Mets have the most expensive what? This would be while you're at the game.
Hot dogs.
Beers.
Beers is the correct answer. $30 investment in what food translates it to $3,000 in sales?
Ooh.
What food could you spend $30 on, cook it, and sell it for $3,000 in a retail setting?
A steak?
Wagyu?
Ragu, is that what you said, or Wagyu?
No, Wagyu beef.
A steak.
No, it's not, but that's probably a good guess.
Oh.
It's not lobster, which, by the way, Alan, I'm so disappointed. It's just as expensive as it is in
is.
Washington.
Is it really?
Yes. I mean,
But
you-
it's right there.
Yeah, you just caught it 10 feet from me, and I still have to pay $40?
The one you got was pretty affordable.
Yeah, I got the claws, too.
Yeah.
It was from Australia.
G'day, mate.
All right.
Truffles?
It's
Truffles?
No, it's
Is that
super
the right
super
answer?
simple food, and if I tell you the business that sells it and makes the most on it, you'll know exactly what it is. So I can't give you the obvious hint, but it's a
Ramen.
super simple food.
Is it rice?
No, it's not rice or ramen. Go simpler.
Simpler than rice.
Yeah, you got to heat it before you eat it.
Popcorn.
Popcorn is the correct answer.
Oh.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
I actually one of my teeth fell out waiting for that.
So that means the guy that sells kettle corn down here at the park is making bank.
He's raking it in.
He's raking it in.
Man.
But who wants to be inconvenienced by making kettle corn at home? So pay the $4 and
Yeah.
shut up.
Right?
Yeah.
Or stink it
I
up
don't,
your
I
house
don't,
like
I don't even know how much I keep wanting to stop there, and I intend to stop there.
Or getting burned by the hot grease. Or oil, I should say. I wonder what would happen if I made popcorn with grease. Would it taste meaty? All right. Something to try later. There are 100 billion atoms in a single drop of what?
Water?
Water. And, you know, it's good you said it like that because the slower you say a word, the more right it is.
Water?
Hold on.
Exactly.
You got to say that number again. 100 billion. Billions and billions of atoms.
All right, each year, 8,000 U.S. kids get sick from eating what? And it's not
Gummy
a food.
bears.
It's not a food, and you can find them all over the ground.
Boogers?
And boogers, no. Good answer. He just wanted to say boogers on the radio and see if he got fired.
Boogers.
Mushrooms.
No. No, it's not edible.
Oh, it's not edible.
But kids find them on the ground, little kids probably, and eat them and get sick from it. I had a friend
Rocks?
I used to have a friend who had a dog that did this, and he called his dog Smokey.
Cigarette butts.
Cigarette butts is the correct answer. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
8,000 U.S. kids get sick from eating cigarette butts.
Wow.
Back when I used to smoke, my big thing that really just crushed me is burning one of my kids with a cigarette. And that time it wasn't on purpose. That's horrible.
Yeah.
When under extreme stress, such as when held in captivity, some of these will eat their own arms, which grow back.
Oh, I looked. I can't answer.
He can't answer.
Men. Lizards?
No.
I can't think of anything else that regenerates like that.
It's in the water. It's not a starfish.
It's a type of sushi.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Octopuses.
Oh,
Yeah. Under stress, they will eat one of their arms. I'm so hungry.
They know how tasty they are.
right.
I always feel bad.
All right. We'll wrap it up here with a Showbiz Quiz. Reviews for Top Gun Maverick have been phenomenal. Who's the star?
Tom Cruise.
All right.
Are we supposed to give the right answer?
Yes, you are. After 4 seasons, CBS has canceled Magnum P.I. Who started in the 80s version?
Tom Selleck.
All right. Creators of Yellowstone say the end of the show has already been decided. What was the title of Yellowstone's prequel spinoff?
1836, 1893.
Oh, you're so close. 1883. Give it to you anyways.
1883.
For being totally random. All right. Brad Pitt has a bit part in the action-adventure movie The Lost City, a part which almost went to the star of the John Wick films. Name him.
Keanu Reeves.
All right.
Yes.
Gwen Stefani and Camila Cabello will be in the judges' chairs on the next season of The Voice. Who's been a judge in each of the first 21 seasons?
Gwen.
No.
I don't watch
Really?
that show.
Yeah, I don't watch that one either.
21 seasons?
Yeah, he's been in a judge in each of the 21 seasons.
Is it? Who's on that show?
I don't know.
I know this.
Is it the smarmy British guy?
No, he's a country singer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I can't remember his name.
Blake Shelton, but I'll
Yeah.
give it to you anyways,
Yes.
just for knowing it was
Yeah.
a country singer.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't-
Dolly Parton's going to star in a TikTok musical about a famous fast food item. Name the restaurant.
McDonald's?
Don't make me talk, Scott.
No, talk. You were going to say that one restaurant.
I was going to say McDonald's.
It is not McDonald's.
The one with
I
the
wish.
shirts.
I wish it was Hooters.
They didn't have any shirts that would fit her.
I wish it was, but it's not. It should be, but it's not. Looking for a Taco Bell. Taco Bell. All right. All right. Thanks for playing along. Big applause for Alan Milani and Jet Timmons. There you go. And Jet, you're doing a phenomenal job on the radio today.
Thank you. Only my second
All
time.
right. You did it a long time ago. I think you and Lindsay
I
came up and
did,
spent a night
yeah.
at the radio station with me,
Yeah.
and you did a show with me the next morning.
Yeah, I said a bad word on the radio. I got the button pushed on me. So
Oh.
yeah.
Ooh. Busted.
I got my 2 hands up. I surrender. Come and lock me up. Here forever.
I hope he doesn't do it again.
I won't this time.
He won't this time. All right, we're going to break. We're going to thank our sponsor and play some news and let the boys get a drink, use the bathroom, all that fun stuff. And we'll be back with part 2, which includes, well, we don't have a calendar. We can't do local birthdays.
I've got a calendar.
You've got a calendar? All right.
I'm
Alan's
pretty
gonna
sure I
dig.
do.
He's going to dig out his Lions Club calendar to do some local birthdays, and of course we'll have odd news too. Stick around. It is KCHW 102.7, and well, I got to do it.
Tell us we will die like dogs. What? Tell us we will die like dogs. You will die like dogs.
No, we will not die like dogs. We will fight like lions because we are the Three Amigos.
I don't know. I have a feeling we'll probably die like dogs.
KCHW, Chewelah.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, June the 2nd, 2022. I'm Mike Clifford. The recent mass shootings in Texas and in New York intersect with the organized labor movement among younger workers. Some in Minnesota say a safer workplace ties in with their demands for fair pay and better treatment.
Last week's school shooting in Uvalde has renewed debate about gun control laws and whether schools should beef up security. But Mariah Roberson-Moody, an education support professional in Minneapolis, would like to see conversation regarding safe and stable campus environments. In a recent AFL-CIO forum, she suggested that starts with adding professionals who can effectively engage with students.
We have to be able to provide adequate supports like social workers, like nurses, like support staff.
She says these themes were an essential part of the recent teacher strike in Minneapolis, while adding that support staff are the ones routinely roaming the halls in schools where there isn't a lot of security. Roberson-Moody says these workers should be given the proper support as they meet the mental health needs of students. The CDC says school connectedness can play a role in enhancing safety. I'm Mike Moen.
The call for action comes as larger chains such as Amazon and Dollar General face growing scrutiny over workplace safety. Meantime, CNN reports at least 3 people were killed Wednesday in a shooting on a hospital campus in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Authorities responded to a call about a man who was armed with a rifle at the Natalie Medical Building. At this point, we can confirm the shooter is dead, police said in a post, although it is not clear whether the shooting was self-inflicted. Nebraska did a better job counting the state's Latino residents in the 2020 census than new national undercount data suggests.
According to analysis by the Brookings Institution, 5% of Latinos in the U.S. went uncounted in 2020, 3 times the undercount in the 2010 census. Lisette Aliaga Linares is an assistant sociology professor at the University of Nebraska at Omaha. She says she was not surprised by the high national undercount.
Many of the Latino community don't trust public institutions. People don't ask for help, even if your children are eligible for help, out of fear that will increase the threat of being deported.
Civil rights organizations had warned that the Trump administration's hostile rhetoric toward immigrants would lead to a higher than average undercount. According to the Urban Institute, Nebraska's undercount in 2020 is projected to be 3.6%. I'm Eric Galatis.
And CNBC reports sweeping restrictions on outdoor water use are now in effect for more than 6 million residents in Southern California. They note the mega drought in the U.S. West has produced the region's driest 2 decades in at least 1,200 years. This is PNS. Indiana has ended its participation in the federally enhanced Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP.
For 2 years, all SNAP recipients received additional benefits to make ends meet. Emily Weichert-Bryant with Feeding Indiana's Hungry explains those benefits will once again be based on several factors, such as income and household size. She says folks can determine their exact benefit amount by calling the 800 number on the back of their electronic benefits card.
And it'll give you the last benefit that you received in May, and it'll also give you the benefit amount for June so that families can at least prepare a little bit for the amount that they'll start seeing when benefits start loading on the 5th.
Families who rely on free and reduced cost school meals for kids can also call or text the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National Hunger Hotlines to find a local summer meal site. The service offers support in both English and Spanish. This is Jonah Chester reporting.
Now to Ohio, where homeowners who are struggling to stay afloat because of the pandemic may qualify for special assistance.
A U.S. foreclosure market report in April found foreclosure filings were down 8% from March, but still 160% higher than at the same point in 2021. Ohio has the third highest rate, with one foreclosure filing for every 911 housing units. However, Sean Smith with the Ohio Housing Finance Agency says the Save the Dream Ohio program can help eligible households facing foreclosure or struggling with other housing costs.
A lot of individuals have either lost their jobs or had a loss in income earning potential and therefore have difficulty either paying their mortgage, property taxes, heating bill, electric bill, those kind of things.
Households may qualify for up to $25,000 to be used over 6 months for delinquent or future mortgage payments. Mary Sherman reporting.
Finally, Eric Tegedoff lets us know Montana is considering a purchase of land in the central part of the state that could open up access to more than 100,000 acres of public land.
Educational flights are taking place starting today to tour the Big Snowy Mountains, which could see more visitors with the purchase of a ranch in the southern foothills. The 5,600-acre ranch was gifted to Shodare Children's Hospital when its owner died. Craig Osfed is CEO of the hospital.
What was most important to us is selling that property, but selling it where it would be to a buyer that would make it public for citizens of Montana.
To pay in part for the acquisition, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks proposed using state funds from Habitat Montana. That's a program that gets some of its funding from recreational marijuana sales. This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported, heard on great radio stations, your favorite podcast platform, and find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
And just that fast, we are back. It is KCHW Chewelah 102.7. Alan Milani, live from Chewelah, Florida. Isn't that great? We all got studios. It's awesome.
Good morning.
All right, and myself, Scott Allen, here in Maine, along with my son-in-law to be maybe someday, Jet Timmons. And Jet, you just got a job here in Maine, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I'm waiting to start it. I'm going to be installing power meters for houses and businesses.
All right.
Yeah, some of that infrastructure money.
Great chance.
Shocking.
That's what I was say. Great chance of electric shock. He has another full-time job he's been doing since he got here, and that is mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, with that new brushless, cordless lawn mower. It lasts about an hour with 2 batteries.
And it's not enough to make it through the whole place.
Not the front and the back. It'll do one. It'll do either the backyard or the front yard.
What I'm amazed about, Alan, is his electric lawnmower sounds just like a regular lawnmower. It's really loud.
It's still really loud.
Nice.
Yeah. He was mowing by the window the other morning, and I was like, I hope he's going to do that for my whole show, but he left. So
I even thought about it while I was mowing. Oh, shoot. Scott's in there doing his radio thing.
All right. So, but congrats on the job.
Thank you.
Right. You're going to learn your way around Maine really quick, I bet.
Yeah, I'm really excited to start. So.
All right. Alan, did you find that calendar?
Oh, hold on just a second. It's right behind me.
He was so excited to go to break that he didn't do it. Do. We need that. The music.
The Jeopardy theme song.
Do. Oh, he's back. Look at that.
Just a second here. It's still in March.
Lickety split.
You've been using the calendar since I left, I can tell.
Yeah. Needless to say, I have not been counting the days.
All right. It is June 2nd. All right.
So today we have Tim Lawrence and Barb Adams both celebrating birthdays. And what is the little bell? Is that an anniversary?
That is an anniversary.
So that would be Lanny and Pauline Stolp.
All right. Applause all the way around. Know him and love him. You might see him around town. Point and laugh and told him we talked about him on the radio. All right. Celebrity birthdays. Jet Timmons.
Oh, I don't think that's right, but I'm going to read it anyway. Craig Ferguson, from the Late Show.
You're right. You're right. I'm on the wrong
May 17th.
day.
I do love Craig Ferguson.
All right, but his birthday has passed. Go ahead.
Ron Eli, who played Tarzan, is 84 today.
Now, Alan, you're old enough. Remember the old Tarzan movies?
I remember them.
Ron did a lot of them. A lot of them.
Completely over my head.
Okay.
Stacy Keach is 81. Don't know who they are either. But
Best movie was that Up in Smoke? Nice. Was it Nice Dreams that Stacy Keach?
Stacy Keach, I think it was the Dreams one.
Okay. Yes.
Jerry Mathers, I do know who that is. 74.
All right. And where is he from?
He's Leave It to Beaver.
There you go. All right. Just checking.
Dennis Haysbert is 68.
Okay.
Dana Carvey, I know that one, 67.
Well, isn't that special?
Could it be Satan?
Liam Cunningham, who played Davos Seaworth in Game of Thrones, turned 61.
Davos Seaworth.
I don't remember who that is.
don't either.
Watched the whole show, don't remember. TV personality Andy Cohen is 54. Wayne Brady is 50.
I wish I had his ability to make a song out of anything. It's amazing.
He is an amazing.
I want to do karaoke with him.
But you would never know the words.
Wentworth Miller from DC's Legends of Tomorrow is 50 years old.
Okay.
Zachary Quinto is 45. He's from the Star Trek films and Heroes.
All right. Who did he play?
He was
Spock.
Yes.
I don't know who he did in Heroes, but Dominic Cooper, who was in Preacher, Captain America, is 44. I like him. Nikki Cox from Unhappily Ever After is 44. Justin Long from Dodgeball is 44. Abby Wambach, who's a retired soccer player. Sorry, Americans, you have no idea. Is 42 years old. And
Aquafina.
Aquafina is 34. She's from lots of things, it seems.
What is it? The Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
I think it's Shang-Chi.
Okay. And Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Didn't see either of those.
I've never seen that show Unhappily Ever After, but I think I should start watching it.
I feel like you should have the book rights to that.
I do. I have a feeling it hits very close to home.
That's the name of his autobiography.
Oh, Scott.
I'm sorry.
You know I love you, man.
All right. A little history. We call it It Happened Today. And we'll start off in 1835. P.T. Barnum and a circus began their first tour of the United States. And what was it? A couple years now that they stopped torturing elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. 1886. Grover Cleveland. That's just a fun name.
That is a fun
I mean, I
name.
know it's because of Sesame Street, but I bet he
Grover.
was a fun president.
And people would walk in, Mr. President, there's an emergency.
Ooh. That'd be awesome.
President twice, too.
All right.
Yeah.
He married Frances Folsom, Prison Blues. No, Frances Folsom in the White House, becoming the only president to wed in the executive mansion.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Good to know.
1896, Guglielmo Marconi received a patent for his newest invention, the radio.
Wow.
What?
You would think, being in radio, you'd know how to pronounce his first name, Scott.
Sorry.
Guglielmo.
Say it then.
I can't say it.
See?
You are the biggest fool I have ever known.
I'm not quite sure who she's talking to, though.
No, me either.
That's for both of us. All right. Employees at Kraft created a processed specialty cheese product they would call Velveeta. It was 1928. And they have an original one. It looks the same.
Oh, they're still making it out of that original vat. They haven't run out yet.
I still think it's leftover plastic from making Tupperware.
It is. Don't worry.
In the words of Charlton Heston, Velveeta is people! Sorry, Kraft. 1964, Rolling Stones kicked off their first American tour at a high school football stadium in Lynn, Massachusetts.
Wow, not too far from here.
Oh. 1988, singers James Brown and wife Adrienne claimed diplomatic immunity in traffic court because she was the wife of the official ambassador of Seoul.
Oh, no.
Nice. Did it hold up?
Oh, it doesn't say, but that's brilliant.
It is.
On to 90, we're going to skip that one because it's not fun. All right, 2004, Ken Jennings began his 74-game winning streak on the syndicated game show Jeopardy!
I remember him.
All right. 2005, Georgia runaway bride Jennifer Wilbanks pleaded no contest to faking her own abduction and was sentenced to probation, community service, and a fine. Is that one of my wives? Unfortunately, none of mine ran away.
Man, she could have been just...
They all live in Texas.
She didn't even say, not even just no, didn't not show up. She faked her own abduction not to get married.
Classic.
That's good.
Let's see. 2015, Seth Blatter, president of the Federation of International de Football Association, called FIFA, resigned 5 days after his re-election to a fifth term. All right. And in 2017, Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins, was released. It earned over $100 million in North America in its opening weekend, a record for a female director.
The only good DC comic book movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, those first Batmans, those three Batmans with Christian Bale were pretty good.
Yeah, those I don't count those though. Those are different. They're their own thing.
They're their own thing.
I
It's
think
like
so.
they weren't made by DC.
I think so.
Yeah.
They're their own thing. Same with that new one. I liked that new one.
Yeah. All right. A little grungy. Have you watched the new Batman yet?
No.
I think if you bear with me for a moment, I can give you... no, it doesn't look like that.
That's a better look for you anyway.
You like that one?
When in
I like
Maine.
that one.
All right, let's... there we go.
Yeah,
Batman.
there we go.
That's Jet's favorite Batman.
You might want to tuck in that hair.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, told you it's Batman. All right. You know, if the joke doesn't work one day, I try it the next day, too.
Yep.
Sooner or later, I'll make somebody laugh.
You are the very definition of insanity.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's see. Special events. It's Alan Maloney.
Today is I Love My Dentist Day.
Okay.
It's Bubba Day. Leave the office early day.
Okay.
Lindsay.
And it's Moonshine Day.
That's a day we can all crawl into.
I can get behind it.
All
That.
right. All right.
Rocky Road Day and Rotisserie Chicken Day.
I think that's probably a thing of the past now with these air fryers, isn't it?
I still love a good rotisserie.
Good rotisserie.
Rotisserie's good.
Now, is that
Don't
Rocky
tell
Road?
Costco.
Is that Rocky Road the ice cream, or is that just a day for roads that don't get maintenance?
You mean like pretty much any road in Washington?
You know, you can bag on Washington roads all you want, but I've learned going across the country, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're really pretty good.
They are.
Idaho was the worst.
Yep.
I-90 through Idaho.
Oh, my gosh.
They should be ashamed, actually, of the state of it. And I realize it's after winter and that kind of stuff, but quit patching it and just put a new one in. It's ridiculous. And then Minnesota, right where the white line is, a crevasse that would actually, if you were driving a small car, flip you if you got caught in it.
Would suck you right in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Driving that big Penske truck with my car behind, it was terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, and the wind would blow you all over, and these huge lakes of potholes. I barely call them potholes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Scott, you'll be interested to know that on 395 between here and Arden, road construction starting on the 6th. I think they're getting rid of those grooves.
Really? So
Yes,
my,
sir.
my making fun of them or calling out the DOT for a month straight has paid off?
Well, that's why they ran you out of town.
He knew too much.
But I'm sorry, if you're like getting like a daydreamy from driving and you're following the grooves that they put in there, they were done by a drunk guy because they go across the
were
line
bad.
on both sides and it's not safe.
I remember when they were
Not
shipping
safe.
them up, they had these two big ruts just in the middle of the road
Yeah,
where they'd
it's
torn
not
that part
safe
up.
at all.
It was crazy.
All right. Number of the day, Jet.
It's 22.
Okay.
That's people in the U.S. who die each year from dog bites.
That's rather low.
Wow.
I think we can do better, America.
Rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers.
Got to pump those numbers up there, buddy.
Seen my dog, have they? All right, let's go move before we head for odd news to news and nuggets. And I will start off. I guess they're having a big thing for the Queen. And if you think the royals are no longer relevant, you'd be wrong. At least one estimate by the Center for Retail Research, Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee will see the UK consumers spend about $510 million. The Jubilee began today and runs through Sunday. That's right. Big 4-day party for the Queen.
That's crazy.
Huh?
Some people say she's already dead.
Thank God for animatronics.
Yeah. Well, no, a lot of people are saying she's actually already dead, and they just don't want to pass it on because nobody likes her son. Write a whole thing about it.
Don't die.
Yeah.
All right, and Krispy Kreme, let's see, is it Jed or Alan? I think Alan hasn't talked in a minute. Alan?
If inflation and high gas prices are driving you to eat, Krispy Kreme is bringing back a way to get a sugar fix. For National Donut Day, the chain will treat fans to free donuts on Friday, June 3rd, and said the Beat the Pump weekly deal will return next week. The Beat the Pump promotion ties the piece of a dozen donuts to the national average price of a regular gallon of gas. The deal will be held every Wednesday beginning June 8th through August 31st. Krispy Kreme first offered the promotion in April when the national average price of a gallon of regular gasoline exceeded $4. Meanwhile, Dunkin' will also give away free classic donuts on Friday with a beverage purchase.
Oh, I don't want to be outdone in the donut kingdom, do you?
No.
All right. So this one, we'll get serious for a minute, and then we'll try to get stupid again. I'm going to skip the one. We had another shooting in Oklahoma, though. That was in the headlines today. And I think that happened yesterday, right? Opened fire to Tulsa, Oklahoma hospital, killing at least 4 people before turning the gun on himself. It'd be nice if they all started just by turning the gun on themselves.
Yeah, no kidding. Start there.
And then this one, it's 2022 in America, where shootings and gunfights are now the new normal, apparently. Latest evidence of this comes from the St. Louis, Missouri area, where police say Bobby Lee Booker Jr., he's got the perfect name for this, put a gun to the back of a man's head and demanded he handed over a rifle he just carried out of a grocery store. Who goes grocery shopping with a rifle?
No, he bought it at the grocery store.
Oh, wow. It doesn't say that. He says he just carried it out of a grocery store. He said the victim, so the guy that had the gun in the back of his head, was open carrying his rifle.
I see.
And wasn't bothering anyone, but Bobby Lee wanted his rifle. After giving up the rifle, the victim went to his car, grabbed another gun, and then fired at the robber. A shootout between the victim and the robber then began. Booker was shot several times. 2 innocent bystanders, which is not funny, had just pulled up to the market and were also caught by bullets, but they will live. The man who was robbed of his rifle fled the scene.
Wow.
Okay, I guess I'm not quite sure why. Moments later, police believe a third man came and shot the alleged robber again and then fled the scene.
Just to get one in.
Let's make sure he's dead.
Wow.
Booker was rushed to an area hospital in critical condition. Are we all nuts?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
All right. Something a little funner. Let's talk about NASA with Jet.
Yeah, I do love NASA. I'm wearing my space shirt today.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is about that new James Webb Telescope, which is pretty neat. If you haven't looked at that, you should. A new era in astronomy starts in July. NASA says the first full-color images from its next-generation James Webb Space Telescope will be released on July 12th, a moment that has been decades in the making. JWST is the successor to the Hubble Space Telescope and was in development in some form dating back to around the time Hubble launched in 1990. It was scheduled to launch in 2007, but was plagued by more than a decade of delays before finally getting off the ground on Christmas Day in 2021. The observatory has spent all of 2022 so far going through a planned 6-month period of calibration and alignment in preparation for its main workload. Some of the images JWST has taken during this testing phase have already been released and are pretty impressive. As JWST transitions from preparing to actually performing science, it will start by working through a list of predetermined targets that include a number of Jupiter-sized exoplanets as well as some super-Earths. No explanation as to what a super-Earth is, though. That's interesting.
It's like in the Goldilocks zone, but it's super huge, like a Jupiter-sized planet or something like that. So
neat.
That's super.
Super Earth.
So is this going to be a replacement for the Hubble, or in addition
Yeah, I
to
think so. It uses a completely different technology. The Hubble actually takes images. This takes radio images. So it doesn't take an image with a lens like you think of with a regular camera. It takes radio technology and light waves and transforms them into an image. A little heady for the morning show, but look it up. It's really neat. Wow. It's a cool thing. And like they said, they've been working on it since the early 90s. So I've been pretty stoked for it to go up.
All right.
I think Elon Musk could have had it up there by now.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
With the Tesla on board.
He's probably he's probably the one who launched it since
since the Russians quit launching our stuff.
Yeah.
He's been stepping up.
So
I don't like the guy, but
since we have a space force but no ships.
Yeah, I
know. Captain's log. Let's put this one to bed.
Oh, man.
All right, no Johnny Depp jokes. Here we go. The last one. Loneliness may affect sleep quality, Alan Milani. Will you do this one for me?
Researchers say loneliness may rob you of your sleep. In the study, King's College London, lonelier people were 24% more likely to feel tired and have difficulty concentrating during the day.
Oh, man. I suffer from all of that.
Don't worry.
In fact,
what? If you're not lonely, if you have a wife, then it's just you're tired and exhausted during the daytime.
Oh, so it's not that bad is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah,
okay.
They'll get you either way.
All right. This is the only thing that makes me happy.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing.
Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All righty then. Here we go with today's odd news. There's my sound effects. All right, we always start off the news attack. First part is true. Second part is an attempt at a bad joke. And let's go ahead and start with Mr. Milani.
Researchers from Queen Margaret University College found that women are better liars than men because they don't pause as much when they speak. The problem started when the women of the survey agreed that they lie more. The researchers couldn't figure out if it was a lie or the truth, so they ended up passing the whole thing on to the philosophy department.
All right. Jet.
All right. On Tuesday, a guy in Missouri who was open carrying a rifle had it stolen at gunpoint when he went to his car. He got another gun and started a gun battle with the robber in a grocery store parking lot.
I hadn't heard this.
Nice that these guys waited until Tuesday so as not to ruin the holiday weekend.
Yeah,
you can't
no
shoot
kidding.
somebody on a Memorial Day. Come on, folks.
No kidding.
All right, over 4 million people. What, Alan?
I don't know what they were thinking. Have you guys seen the price of ammo? Holy smokes.
Over 4 million people have signed a petition asking Warner Brothers to cut Amber Heard's part in Aquaman 2. Oh. I'm starting a petition to have her replaced with Meryl Streep. Everybody wants more Meryl Streep.
Could you imagine that? Meryl Streep and then that big Hawaiian guy. What's his name?
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Momoa?
Yeah, Jason Momoa. That's it.
All right. I like Momoas. And I think we're back to you, Milani.
Sheryl Sandberg is leaving her post as Facebook's chief operating officer. I thought that was her resume on LinkedIn.
What have you done in the past? Well, I've worked for one of the creepiest companies in America. You're up.
A New York Mets fan caught a home run with one hand while holding his 1-year-old son in the other arm.
Oh.
You know his wife is going to use the video one day soon. What do you mean you can't wash the car while watching our son at the same time?
Man, that guy did not think it through.
Wow, what if he would have missed?
Oh, man. I would have used the kid as like a human shield, so.
He would have been so shamed. That's me. I'm afraid of things flying at me.
It hit him right in the huggies.
Thank God for huggies. Same thing I say. All right, review. I said it like 5 minutes ago in my head. I'm grumpy. Review of major studies found that 1/3 of things the studies said were good for you turned out to be actually bad for you.
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, we still have to wait a few years before we know if this review on what's good for you and bad for you is either good or bad for you. Confused? Good. Well, that's bad.
Does that mean I don't have to eat broccoli anymore?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we're back to you, Milani.
All right. Summer's almost here.
Yeah?
It's so dry. My lawn guy suggested I switch from fertilizer to an herbal conditioner.
Nice.
And Jet.
Father's Day is June 19th, and I still don't know what to get for the man who has every style of underwear Fruit of the Loom makes.
Well, thank you. More underwear, please.
Knowing Scott, it should probably be patches.
Yeah.
Patches and elastic.
Well, I can report, sitting in the same room as him, it should probably be new underwear.
You turned him inside out one too many times, brother.
Wow. Are you sure they're done? There's room for a couple more goes.
Hello, world, hear the song that we're singing. Come on, get happy.
All right, we kick off Wacky But True, where the whole story's true. We just add in sound effects to just brighten it up a little bit. We start off in China, where police arrested a man they say had been manufacturing meth and then bragging about his scientific achievements, Jet, online.
Oh. Achievements, great heights.
They tracked the man down, went to his house, and found a makeshift meth lab.
And then took all of the meth.
You are an idiot.
All right, Mr. Maloney.
Ohio State Highway Patrol troopers were kept busy over the Memorial Day weekend, reporting 26,150 traffic enforcement contacts. One of those stops involved a motorcyclist who was caught traveling 147 miles per hour. Speed limit was 65 miles an hour. And when they asked why he was going so fast, the motorcyclist replied, "I wasn't paying attention."
Was this you on your new bike?
No, sir. I have no desire to go that fast.
Right. How fast have you went?
I have been that fast on a motorcycle.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's scary. It's downright scary.
All right. But he did say this right before he gunned it.
Hey, shake and bake, gal. Woo! Shake and bake.
All right, Jet.
I'm really glad I have this story. A quick-thinking custodian safely confined a curious cougar. That's a cat, not an older woman for you folks.
Well, that takes the fun right out of it.
Why'd you do that to me, Jet? Let her go.
So this quick-thinking custodian trapped a curious cougar in an empty classroom after it entered a Northern California high school Wednesday morning. The custodian was opening Pescadero High for the day when the juvenile mountain lion was spotted. See, it's juvenile, not older. No students or teachers were on the campus at the time. The mountain lion casually walked through campus and decided to go into an English classroom. The custodian acted quickly and managed to shut the door behind it. The animal, estimated to be about 40 pounds, appeared lost and scared. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service was called to humanely remove the big cat and return it to its natural habitat.
Wow, all I saw was the humanely removing. I was like, they killed it? Not this time. All right. But you never know. In tomorrow's Odd News, what could happen?
Tune in tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.
All right, and the last one. A sedan slammed into a pickup truck in New Jersey, spilling bottles of water. Gatorade and Sunny D orange drink. It was so bad, the sedan ended up with bottles inside its crumpled engine compartment and had to be towed.
Oh, no.
What took out your car? Sunny D.
Sunny D. Apparently it's not good for everything.
It's not good for everything. All right. We could say this, though.
Hey, shake and bake, Cal. Woo! Shake and bake.
All right. That is our show for today. Big round of applause for our guest today on Three Amigos Day, Jet Timmons. Oh, you did so well, Jet.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right.
Didn't even say a bad word this time.
All right. And then my cohort, Alan Maloney. And next week, Chuck Ritchie will be here to make fun of me because Chuck always makes fun of me. Let's do it one more time, boys.
We are the Three Amigos.
Other than that, do not forget, tonight is First Thursday. That means there's an art walk on the city streets of Chihuahua. I believe that starts around 5:30. And you can check out that new location for the Trails End Gallery in the former location of Gallery. Gather. There we go.
Close enough.
All right. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys. Have a great day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio.
KCHW, Chihuahua.